Your favorite beverage and questions. And so I belong to several different forums, and we write back and forth to each other like you would on any forum. And I get a lot of really good ideas from people, because a lot of times the ideas are very productive that they write. It's not all this negative stuff like you see in YouTube comments and crap like that on the forum. It's pretty well policed, and they don't get to do that, and so they allow productive kinds of comments and questions to be posted. So the forums are kind of fun and seeing how other people do things. And one of the things was on cost. Can you believe the cost of things nowadays has gone up, 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 up? Well, yeah, I mean, the simple fact is you can walk into a grocery store and see that firsthand. If you don't see it at the gas pump, you can certainly see it in the grocery store. But what do you do to keep costs down? Well, a fun thing for me, like I said, I work a full-time job, so like everybody else, and this is like a side gig. The horseshoes that you see in front of you, I do some work to them, sometimes not, and I ship these out regularly, and I make a little bit of money from that. You make a little bit from the YouTube videos. I mean, hopefully people subscribe and they like the topics and stuff like that. And I'll get to all that in a minute. But another way to save money, or you could say making it if you're, looking at the cost savings, is people will say, well, I look on Craigslist. I look on Facebook Marketplace. And then in the forum, they talk about going to pawn shops. Well, pawn shops are not always the best deal around. I mean, truthfully, I've glossed in and out of a couple of them here where I live, and it's okay. Sometimes you can get a fair deal on things, sometimes not. But I'm not saying it's not a good place to go look, or they just look, like I said, for individual ads. Now, one of my favorite things to do, and I did this the past 2 days, I went to an estate sale. I always look in the paper for estate sales, and if they're fairly close by, and they land on my day off, I write it down and I go there. And in the forum, I said, look, I go through there a lot of times, and when you go into people's garages, they have cans of stains and they have bottles of different things or whatever, and I look around and then I wait, okay? Because on the first day, everybody's scrambling to make as much money as they can. And on that last day, like a couple of hours before they're going to throw in the towel and give it up, I stop back by there, and I'll explain to you where you can get, a really good cost savings if you just kind of keep up on it. So, like I said, 2 days ago I went and looked, and the guy in his garage had lots and lots of products in there. Some of them got bought, most of them did not. He had about 4 or 5 cans of this Minwax wood finish. This is a stain, and as well, it says stain and sealer on it. And this one right here is fruit wood, and there's Provincial, and I've got a couple of others, but I got about 5 cans of this. Okay, so I got 5 cans of this. I got a couple of these gallon-sized containers. One was, let me think, one was paint thinner, that's this one. The other one was boiled linseed oil, and it was about half, maybe 3/4 full. So I put those to the side along with the stains. And I kept looking around, and I found 2 bottles of Old English furniture oil. Anyway, I put them all in a pile. To make a long story short, I said, hey, how much do you want? I said, I'll take all this right here. Make me an offer. I go, well, I'll give you $3. Okay, that's fine. Because they're going to discard it anyway, because I don't know if they were moving or what was happening with the home. But I would have went up to like $5, $6, $7, $8, somewhere in there. I still would have scored a hell of a good deal. So garage sales, yeah, you can find tools, you can find all kinds of things there that would save you money. But a lot of times I look for the things that nobody else wants anymore, which are like these stains, the mineral spirits, whether it's lacquer, thinner, boiled linseed oil, whatever. And many times I get a really good bargain on these. But like I said, the first day I scouted out, and then just before that last day, when I know they're going to wrap it up, I go back and I give them a real low price, and they're more than happy to take it because they're probably thinking it's going to go in the trash. So I know it's a quick video. I'm just throwing out a tip there for you. And the other question in the forum is, well, you know, in what you do as a side hobby, I mean, do you make a lot of money? Well, no. I mean, it goes up and down. I mean, sometimes I'm making pretty good money off of doing it. It depends on the order and who's ordering what from me. And so from that, what I do is whatever I make from the YouTube videos and selling all this stuff, I can buy more product, keep playing around with my little side hobby. But I also take care of a group of stray cats. And these are cats that people have abandoned in the neighborhood. So out front, I have a large thing of water and a large thing of dry cat food. Buy it off Amazon, it ships. The cats are no trouble. They don't come inside of the house. I leave my garage door like just cracked open enough to where if the weather's real bad or it's raining hard, they have a place to come in. And in one of the corners of the garage, I've got some old blankets and stuff, and they sleep there. So I take care of them. They live out their lives outside. And it's just something I do, you know, like I said, with some of the money that I make on the side. But I hope that answers your question. I mean, it just depends on the project, depends on what I charge. So I can't be specific. And when I was working a whole bunch until recently, now it's kind of filtered off for me for a while, you know, I wasn't doing anything out there at all. I was just staying focused on my primary job. And when that lightens up, well, then I got my little side gig or my DIY projects, and I share them with you folks. So that's kind of where it's at. If you got any questions, drop them below. I hope you click subscribe. Keep following me. It helps the stray cats. It helps me, you know, I make a couple of bucks to buy more stuff, like I said. So I'll see you folks on the next video. I think the next video will talk about, well, you know, besides the side gig, you know, what else are you doing to help make money? You'll have to see the next video. See you folks, next video. Bye-bye.